Cutting out of the Lok Sabha proceedings to get you this piece of breaking news now. This is to do with the Gyanvapi Mosque complex row. Now, the Muslim side, the petitioners have in fact moved the Supreme Court over the Gyanvapi matter, wherein they have requested to defer the survey before the Supreme Court. However, the court has now directed the Muslim side to approach the High Court first with their request. And to this, the Muslim side has in fact inquired about the ongoing excavation that's been carried out by the Archeological Survey of India near the Western Wall. Now we've been told that the Chief Justice of India is going to be hearing the matter shortly. My colleague Ananya has all the details. Ananya, the CJI to in fact sit in and hear the matter, the Muslim side's plea. However, what happens to the earlier direction of the Supreme Court that they should go with this matter to the High Court first?
Well, definitely, this matter, in fact, it said, the Chief Justice of India said that, they should approach the Higher Court, and it's also considering the matter to be heard by, in fact, the High Court, and that's why it is considering an option that the matter be sent back to, in fact, the Allahabad High Court, and some time is given to the Muslim side to actually file a plea. But at the same point of time, the Solicitor General of India, Mr. Tushar Mehta, has been asked by, in fact, the topmost court of the country to take instruction as to what kind of exercise is the Archeological Survey of India conducting at this point of time, whether there are some kind of excavation techniques that are being used, or all of this is not an excavation exercise, but only, methods like GPR, that's the ground penetrating radar that is being used. However, the Muslim side is constantly claiming that, there is an excavation of that particular site is being done, and in fact, the site has also been dug up, is what is being said by the Muslim side. So the Supreme Court asked the Solicitor General of India to actually take instructions on this particular matter and to come back at around 11:15 to 11:30. Half an hour is given, in fact, to the Solicitor General of India, and in some time, the SJI would actually come back to the topmost court of the country and would tell as to what kind of exercise is the Archeological Survey of India conducting at this point, and whether or not these are excavation exercises that are being carried out by the ASI. And in fact, the clear claim of the Muslim side in this case has been that, there are already orders of the topmost court of the country that are barring any kind of scientific investigation at that particular site. Remember that the Wazukhana was sealed by, in fact, an order of the topmost court of the country, and the same is being violated. There is a contempt is what is being claimed by the Muslim side. How the Hindu side says that it's a completely different proceeding that is being done, and in fact, there is no bearing of the earlier orders on this particular thing. So we'll have to wait how things pan out at the topmost court of the country. But definitely,
Ananya, I'd like to understand from you technically, how do things stand when a Varanasi court has given a nod to the Archeological Survey of India to conduct a scientific survey of the mosque complex, barring the Wazukhana, which of course has been stopped by the Supreme Court in its order. Now that the Muslim side is going and contesting that very order and reached the Supreme Court directly, what is the plea exactly that they have put forth at before the Supreme Court? Because the Wazukhana area is still sacrosanct, it's not being touched.
Well, definitely, Griya. What is being claimed by the Muslim side constantly is that, there is an order barring the Wazukhana to be sealed. And in fact, the whole premises should not be dug up, or no kind of excavation exercise should be carried out at that particular site, is what is being claimed by the Muslim side. But at the same point in time, the Hindu side is claiming that these two are very, very different proceedings. The Wazukhana has been excluded. However, a copy of that petition has not been shared by the Muslim side yet. And in fact, the Solicitor General of India, Mr. Tushar Mehta, too, said that, he does not have a copy, and it's just an oral mentioning that is happening, and no application has been given to him also, and he had no instruction. That's the reason why, in fact, the court granted a half an hour time to the Archeological Survey of India, to Mr. Tushar Mehta, to take instruction from the ASI as to what kind of activity is being carried out by the ASI. So we'll have to wait and watch as to how things actually pan out, and whether or not the Supreme Court is inclined to stay this particular exercise that is being carried out at the Gyanvapi site.
All right, Ananya, thank you so much for all of those details. We'll, of course, keep coming back to you with all that is in store, both at the Gyanvapi Mosque complex site, and now that the Muslim petitioners have approached the Supreme Court over staying this very survey of the Gyanvapi Mosque by the Archeological